Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we have been doing a series of videos where we've been trying to look into the tea leaves and figure out what is likely to come down the road this legislative session, which of course starts January 9th of 2023. Now, feeling rather emboldened by stripping you of your Second Amendment rights last year, the Democrats in the state of Washington are fast at work to try to come up with new and unique ways to disarm you, the lawful and responsible gun owner. Now, we have predicted that there would likely be 3 battlefronts in which we were going to have to wage war to protect our Second Amendment rights. And as it turns out, we may have turned out to be exactly right. In kind of a Nostradamus-like moment, we're going to have a discussion today about Washington's upcoming three-pronged attack on your Second Amendment rights. Okay, before we get going down the road we're going down, proud to announce that this video is being brought to you by Securite Gun Club. That's right, Washington's nicest indoor facility is located right here in Woodinville, Washington. Now listen, you hear me bragging all the time about the facility, which is awesome. And you hear me bragging about the people who work there, and they are all awesome. And yes, I'm bragging all the time about Jackson and the training curriculum they put together, because I really do think it caters to anybody of any need of any skill level. But listen, this month, are you looking for a last-minute gift idea for your loved one? Well, why don't you visit SecurityGunClub.com, and when you go to the homepage, you will see a spot right here where you can buy an online gift card. Now listen, you can buy gift cards for specific dollar amounts so they can come in there and pick out their own things. You can get a gift card to sign them up for their basic handgun class, or you can get them a gift card to sign them up for a basic membership. Visit them at SecurityGunClub.com. That is not a misprint. That is SecurityGunClub.com. And listen, if you use the promo code WOGGUNS22, all one word, that is WOGGUNS22, you will receive 5% off. This offer is good all the way up until Christmas, so visit them at SecurityGunClub.com. Okay, so the issue we're talking about yet again today is kind of a prediction of all the horror stories that might be coming our way come the 2023 legislative session. I want to thank our good friends over at ammoland.com. They published this article today, and as it turns out, this is very consistent with what we've been saying on all of these videos all along. Now, as it turns out, in the publication Crosscut, always a fine middle-of-the-road publication, the Alliance for Gun Responsibility, again, another fine middle-of-the-road organization, has announced their legislative agenda, which shockingly has 3 components to it, and has boldly claimed that Governor Inslee and Attorney General Ferguson are 100% behind all 3 of these legislative items. I have no doubt in my mind they are. We have talked about each and every one of them. Let's get you up to speed on the 3 big issues that we think are coming through the legislative session this year. Okay, the first one, despite the fact that the Bruen case makes it pretty obvious that this is unconstitutional, there will be a large push for a semi-automatic rifle ban, or what they will call an assault weapon ban. Now, they've already tried this multiple times. Senate Bill 5217 was one that was kicking around last year. The way that these laws are working in other states that I've seen them proposed is that the state will amend RCW 9.41.010, include a new definition for an assault weapon, then take just about every conceivable type of firearm, include that into the definition of assault weapons, and deem that they are all unlawful to possess. So there is absolutely, positively, without a doubt, a push coming for a semi-automatic rifle ban. Will it include a grandfathering clause similar to what our magazine ban does? Who knows? We will see. But there is absolutely going to be a war waged in Olympia over a ban on semi-automatic rifles. Okay, the next issue is, despite the fact that this is kicking around in Oregon right now, and it has turned out to be nothing but an absolute disaster, pre-purchasing licensing is likely to be on the legislative agenda this year. That means that if this was enacted into law, you will need to go get a license before you get to exercise a right. Let me say that again. You're going to need to go get a license before you exercise a right. We're going to talk about that in greater detail in this video right here, which is coming out soon. But that is what they're doing. Now, so essentially what this means is that you, the lawful and responsible gun owner in Washington State, if you decide you want to purchase a firearm, you will need to go through a background check before you are allowed to go through a background check. And what the state is going to be using, and this is what I want you to pay careful attention to on this other video, is this data is absolutely, positively, and without a doubt is going to be collected to compile a state gun registry, okay? So there is going to be absolutely a huge push for this pre-purchasing licensing, which is going to require all of us to go through a background check before we get to go through a background check. And let us not be fooled that all of this data that is collected in this pre-licensing program will be used to create an unlawful state gun registry. That is absolutely positively coming this legislative session, so we need to gear up for that. Okay, and then the final issue, and we've talked about it already on this video right here, and this is important, is they want to either repeal or significantly erode state preemption law. Now, state preemption law means that the state of Washington gets to set firearm restrictions, which means whether you're in Ocean Shores or you're all the way over in Spokane, whether you're all the way up at Whatcom County or all the way down in Clark County, the firearm laws are the same. Take away state preemption and people like Bruce Harrell and the Seattle City Council get to make their own gun laws. Now, when we take a look at all three of these and we analyze it under the current case law as it sits, is a semi-automatic rifle ban likely to withstand constitutional scrutiny? No, it's not. Is a pre-purchasing licensing scheme likely to withstand constitutional scrutiny? No, it's not. However, is eroding or getting rid of state preemption likely to pass constitutional scrutiny? It very well may. There really is no constitutional guarantee that states have uniform gun laws. So as predicted, that is the triple barrel shotgun that the gun-grabbing Democrats will be coming at your Second Amendment rights this year in Olympia. We will obviously keep you posted as bills begin to post. We will start doing videos on that so that you can see what kind of crazy language is actually contained in there. In the meantime, if you have any questions about this or anything else related to your Second Amendment rights, you know what to do. You can always contact us at WashingtonGunLaw.com, or of course you call us directly at 425-765-0487. Now, let's remember, part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we preach all the time here at Washington Gun Law, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay safe.